Hey guys, what's going on? Doulos here. Another video. This video is on gas storage and gas can modification. Quick video, a simple video, probably just a reminder to most of you to keep doing it out there. Recently in the news, there was pretty quiet, but it talked about a gas pipeline in the south shutting down, and that's an actual petroleum pipeline where gasoline is transported across the country. Apparently there was a leak and it shut down, and it was threatening gas supplies in the southeast and the mid-Atlantic region. So it got me thinking, since we moved last, I didn't have any gasoline. In fact, to make the East Coast move easier, I gave my gas cans away and the gas inside them as well. Seeing this happening again and having been through Hurricane Sandy, which we didn't really have much damage, but what happened was there was a gas shortage for several weeks, and there were lines for gasoline in North Jersey. People from Jersey were coming up to New York State. I worked in North Jersey, and it was so bad to even get gas that I ended up working from home for quite some time, just to not have to go out. I would go out late at night when no one was around and find a gas station with gas and put gas in a container to have on hand. So with that, I went out and got some new gas cans, some fuel stabilizer, and a couple parts to modify the gas cans so that they pour a little better. I'm looking for a drill bit here that's the right size to poke a hole in the back and make a breather hole. If you guys remember opening a can of high C as a kid, you had to open up the front and then open up a little hole in the back, or that's just how it works. If the liquid's coming out of a container or something's coming out of a container, something needs to replace it. It's not just going to create a vacuum. And so you need to have a way for air to get back in. And usually what happens is it comes up the spout and it causes it to glug or go more slowly. One thing I also did was to cut off this retainer safety tab on the front that makes it a real pain to open the can. Tried a couple different things and settled on the grinder. Of course, a Dremel or something else might work too. So here, just being very careful to drill very slowly. You definitely don't want any plastic getting into the can. Thankfully, with the slow speed and the material that it's made out of, it tended just to make those little strands, those little spaghetti looking strands. And again, you don't want to drill it too big. You actually kind of want it to be a little too small. And then once you have there, that way you get a tight fit with the breather cap. So again, just drilling slowly and taking off the material. Now, you know, in your car you have several fuel filters. There's one in the tank. There's one, at least one on the fuel line going up to the engine. But you still don't want that stuff getting in your tank or your fuel system. That'll clog it up nicely. So tools you need is a drill, rubber mallet, or some sort of mallet. You know, you could probably push it in with your thumb if you wanted, but I found a mallet was easiest to use here. And that's it. And you got to have your gas cans and then some fuel stabilizer as well. So take your time, do it slowly, find a good spot that's at the top of the can where it's not going to slosh too much, and where you have easy access to it. Just grabbing a rubber mallet, and you're going to want to close the breather and push it in a little bit, and then lightly tap it with a mallet to get it seated in there. Now, I have links below to where I got these. I just looked for them on eBay. They're a couple bucks for a bunch of them, so definitely get more than you expect just in case. And these, I don't know if there's a better brand out there, but these, one of them didn't want to stick, and then the other two did want to stay closed. So make sure you get more than just however many cans you're getting, just in case you get a couple duds. So now I'm just loading them up in daily, driving to go get some gas, filling her up. Now here you want to be careful when you're filling the gas cans. You want to do it on the ground. Want to make sure that the fuel nozzle is touching the container so you're not getting any static. And I'm just going up the block, so these are in the trunk of my car, but again, I'm driving in such a way that they're not going to slosh. And through the magic of YouTube, back in the garage, taking them out, they fared pretty well there. I brought a couple shop towels just in case. Now here's a quick tip. Take some tape and write the date and the amount of fuel that you put in the cans and the type of fuel. Make sure when you fill up the gas cans, you don't fill them up 100% of the way. Go about 95% of the way. So next thing you want to get is some fuel stabilizer. I got this at the local auto parts store. So another tip, write the date you open the bottle on the back here. These things, or at least this one's about 2 years, it says here on the back, and it'll keep fuel for about 2 years. It's nice that this stuff is actually good for all types of engines. So here, just look at the directions. Read the back of the bottle yours, but a certain amount will do a certain number of gallons. Squeeze the container until it fills up that little mini container on the top there, and then you just dump it on in. So it measures it for you, makes life pretty easy here. So I think in this shot I'm actually dumping it upside down, but you know, it is what it is. You'll see on the container the right way to do it. Just replace all lids, you know, be OCD about the lids. You don't want to deal with the gasoline spill. So here are the gas containers at the end. Got them in the garage. Store them in a place that is not going to have a lot of temperature changes here. Also monitor the gas cans, monitor for fumes, also monitor for any leakage or anything like that. But these are going good so far. Again, you know, this is 11 gallons. It's not a crazy amount of fuel storage. I'll probably burn it off in the winter sometime or in the spring. You know, I don't plan on keeping it for that long. But just to have on hand, you know, there was a threat of a hurricane recently and nothing came of that. So you never know, you know, it could be a pipeline down, it could be a shipment down, you know, you never know what's going on. Maybe you forgot to fill up the car, you know, it is what it is. So you've got it on hand. You know, the Bible says in Proverbs 22:3, a prudent man foresees evil and hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. To be wise, to be prudent, to pay attention to what's going on around you, it's not a bad thing. It's not a foolish thing to say, hey, something bad could happen. Let me be wise and prepare. You know, this world is it's not a good place. There's a lot of good things that happen in life, a lot of fun things that happen. But at the end of the day, troubles happen, even day to day. You know, you never know. You get a flat tire, something happens, you lose your job, all sorts of gamuts, from paper cuts to major surgery. All sorts of things happen in life. And to be aware of that and to go forward with that and to do simple things to prepare for pretty much inevitable times is a wise thing to do. All right, guys, so thanks for watching. Please like, favorite, subscribe. May God bless you and keep standing up for what's right.